old people could connect with that spirit, and that music, it's a certain spirit and energy that's within your music that people can relate to. And if it's not connecting with your fan base, maybe you should try another circle of fans, or maybe you should rebrand yourself.
One of the biggest obstacles artists face in the music game is access. Getting access to the people that can make it happen, or access to the information and resources you need to get to the next level. That's the key. That's why you need two of the biggest in the game on your side. Introducing McKee, Boomman. Welcome to the real industrial plug. You heard me?
Let's go to the next one. The other fan question that we have: should an artist rebrand themselves if they aren't seeing any results in their fan base? That's a great question.
I know. I like that question.
Man.
Going to start it off?
I got to think about it. So should an artist rebrand themselves if they aren't seeing? I mean, I guess if you've already troubleshooted everything else, you know what I mean? Am I putting out enough content? Is my music good enough? If you've already sort of troubleshooted and you just come to the conclusion that the music is what it's supposed to be, I'm feeding them enough energy, it's just something about me that I feel like I need to change, then I would say, you know, no problem to do that. I mean, I look at it as, I wouldn't say rebranding. I look at it as more as pivoting. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I know I have these good qualities, but I'm going to pivot in these directions and add this. You know what I mean? Like, that's a hard question to answer, but I would say pivot before you rebrand. You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna take the question for as it is.
Yeah,
it says,
please.
should an artist rebrand themselves if they aren't seeing any results in their fan base? So that's, to me, that's basically saying they already have a fan base. So if you already have a fan base and you're not seeing any results, like you said, I would pivot and I would try something else, and I would consider rebranding myself, because there's nothing wrong with rebranding yourself. Like,
I think that's what Drake's trying to do.
Nah, I don't think he has to rebrand. This man here, why?
I think that's what Drake's trying to do.
No, he's trying to elevate.
It's not working out for Drake. Let me try this.
It's called growth. It's called growth. It's all good. It's daring to go where no man has gone before. And see, that's what I'm saying. You can't be afraid to fail. See,
absolutely.
Drake is taking chances. He's pushing the culture forward. He's not just living within the culture. He's like, man, I'm tired of doing this same old boring music.
Right.
I want to challenge myself and push myself to do something else.
Right. So
but the question,
the pivot, right?
Yeah, I think they should rebrand themselves, man. It's like it's nothing wrong with hitting the reset button. There's nothing wrong with hitting the reset button. You know, to me, it's nothing better than a fresh start. You know, a lot of times things don't last forever. So sometimes things get stale. And it's time for a fresh new energy, or a rebrand, or a regrowth. You know, either you're growing or you're dying. That's how I look. And if you feel like you've hit a ceiling of growth, okay, cool. Let's find some new energy. Let's find some new growth. Let's find something that we can hang our hat on to make us excited about the music again, or the bass, because a lot of times the connection comes from energy. You feel me? And it's within us. It's not like Drama was just talking about. It's that spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When a person is in a certain spirit or a certain mode, people could connect with that spirit, and that music, it's a certain spirit and energy that's within your music that people can relate to. And if it's not connecting with your fan base, maybe you should try another circle of fans, or maybe you should rebrand yourself.
And now that you say that, I mean, Money Long would be the perfect example. You know what I mean? She's Priscilla Renee. She had been in the industry 10 years. And I think the problem with her situation, and so whoever asking this question, maybe you're in the same situation, is she got put in a box.
Right.
She's a songwriter. You know what I mean? That's the box they were putting her in. So they weren't giving her music the opportunity to shine. You know what I mean? So she said, okay, I'm going to create this whole new alias, Money Long. Now, while the alias Money Long started from scratch, people still knew who Priscilla Renee was. Let me just put it this way. Her social media still existed, but it was rebranded to Money Long. Right. And so people probably was like, I don't know, how did I start following this person?
Right.
You know what I mean? But So she did rebrand and have somewhat of an audience there because she had some social media following.
Right.
But she was really starting from scratch. And the beauty of rebranding for her was there was no box. I've never heard this person, brand new person. Who was this song? So she got to start from scratch. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that really opened the doors, because what was once a liability of her being a songwriter ended up, once she gained traction, becoming an asset. Because now it's like, oh, I remember. Right. Oh, now it's more of a story because, that's
the connect.
You know what I mean? So the rebrand flipped the liability and turned it into an asset.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so yeah, I'm with you on the rebrand.
Yeah, because it's even with me. You know, I had MMI, then we had Authentic Empire. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of people knew me from LA to Boomman. Now they know me from Boomman. You feel me? So it's like they getting to watch the maturation. What's it? The butterfly and the cocoon.
Yeah, the cocoon.
Getting to see you blossom and you transform. So it's always a good thing.
Where did LA come from? Like, cause tell me where that part came from.
Well, you know, my name is Lavore. L.A.
So it came off your name.
Yeah, L.A. capital V-O-U-R.
Okay.
So you know, L.A. people, a lot of people was calling me L.A. And then, yeah, and then, when I was in Valdosta, I was selling jewelry and clothes and shoes and watches and stuff socks out the back of the trunk. Yeah. And I would pull around the neighborhood like the ice cream man, but they were like, "Oh, home be booming them shoes. That's the Boomman."
That's how the Boomman came.
Yeah, it's a hustler name, brother. Wow. Boomman. You know what I'm saying?
L.A. the Boomman.
L.A. the Boomman.
Look at the jewels you get when you listen to real industry plugs. Come on, look at the jewels.
Yep. So it stuck with me. So you know, shout out to 229 Valdosta. They stamped me, and it's been that way ever since.
That's what's up. So,
and I'm still booming.
And still booming. So listen. Boomman has spoken. Yes, hit the rebrand button.
Hit the reset.
You know what I mean? Don't feel no way about it, man. A lot of people have done it.
That's if you have a fan base. If you ain't got no fan base, ain't nothing to rebrand.
Ain't nothing to rebrand. That's a great point. What's my boy Youngberg went to Hitmaker.
Right.
I forget what 24 Hours name was before.
It was Rolls Royce Rizzy.
Rolls Royce Rizzy went to 24 Hours and popped. You know what I mean? Who you saying? 2 Chainz went from Titty Boy to 2 Chainz.
Exactly, yep.
You know what I mean? So listen, it's worked out a lot for a lot of people. And I'll just tell you from on a personal
energy.
Yeah, on a personal note, I plan on doing my rebrand too. You know what I mean? So I've done it twice, because at first I was Lambo Dreaming. Everybody used to call me Lambo and Lambo Dreaming. And so I don't know if anybody remember that, but then I changed it to JR McKee, and I actually planning on changing it again a few years from now. You know what I mean? So we're going to leave JR McKee behind in a few years. But yeah, so rebrand is always a good way to go, man, if you got that fan base. Let's get into the next one, man. First of all, let me just say I appreciate all these questions. You know what I mean? That shows that y'all are really engaging. Y'all are really rocking with us, man. So I want to thank y'all for these questions, man. And me and Boom look forward to answering them.
Definitely.
So we'll have plenty of shows where we do nothing but answer the fan questions, man. So we appreciate y'all. Okay, so next question is, should artists keep copies of their sessions with producers?
Oh, definitely. Most definitely. I definitely agree.
Yeah. Let me. This is a great question, because it's one of the biggest mistakes I see. Like, bro, when we trying to go back and mix your records and master your records or add a feature or anything like that, and you don't got the session, and we got to try to find it from the producer or find it from the studio we're at. Like, bro, they don't be keeping these sessions for you. So every artist should have a hard drive.
That's your briefcase.
Yes, bro, that's your livelihood.
Come on,
like,
man.
Every artist should have a hard drive that they carry with them to every session they take. And then not only do you put the session on your hard drive, you make them delete that shit. You don't know how many times I've seen people get their song took because a session was left at the studio and a person came in and heard that shit and goddamn did whatever to it, took the hook or whatever. As a matter of fact, I got a record with my artist, The Joker and Gucci Mane, just like that. Gucci Mane left a session at the studio. And matter of fact, I don't know if Chubby may remember this, but he is a long time ago. But Chubby called me and cussed me the fuck out of this.
For real?
Yes. I took the record. Joker put a verse on it, and to this day is one of Joker's hottest records. It was him featuring Gucci Mane.
Oh man, you got over.
Chubby baby was trying to kill me over this shit, but he don't remember that to this day. But Chubby, if you watching this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, brother. But that's exactly how we got Joker that record with Gucci, because they left the damn session at the studio. You know what I mean? We took it, put our artists on it, and that helped make our artists even bigger.
Right.
You know what I mean? So listen, take your session, put it on your hard drive, and then make sure they delete your session, because you don't know who gonna come in after you take your hook, take your song, take your verse, take your beat. So that's just like he said, this is your briefcase, man.
Right.
Look at Future, who left his hard drive in Dubai because it got locked up. You know, that's years of music he lost.
Right.
I think
and time wasted.
Yeah, and time wasted. I think somebody I don't know if it was Kendrick Lamar was just talking about he'll pay somebody $10 million if they can fix his hard drive. Wow. You know what I mean? So second point, back up your hard drive. Wow. So you need two. You need to take it from the studio, then you come home and you back it up. You know what I mean?
Put it in the cloud.
Yeah, put. Hey man, do what you got to. But I mean, you got any opinion on this?
No, I definitely, I agree. You know what I'm saying? Like, artists got to stop being lazy. I think it's so many artists that just don't want to do work. Like, you can't, this is your livelihood. This is your job. You're an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs have to work harder than employed people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you don't realize that you're a business owner, you're self-employed. You know what I'm saying? It's your job to take care of your stuff and handle your business. Right. This is a part of the business. And if you want to just depend on other people, you put your stuff in your business. That's like putting my money in somebody else's hands. And I got $1 million. I just walk away from it and hope that it's going to be there when I get back.
I need it. Right.
It's like, no, man, you got to stop being lazy. Stop being lazy.
Get you a hard drive. Get you 2 hard drives.
Come on, man.
Goddamn, back it up.
Get your music every time. Your sessions, your wave files, your MP3 links, whatever. Get all of it. Take it with you. Man. Come to the studio ready to play ball, man. It's like going to the gym without a basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, handle your business.
And for those of y'all that record at home, make sure you ain't just leaving it on your laptop. Have that hard drive and put it on your hard drive as well, because what happens when you lose that laptop? It gets stolen. Your baby sister spilled coffee on it. You don't just have it on your laptop. Have it on your hard drive as well, man. So just take care of your music, man. The hard drive is everything. So whoever asked that question, you know, I hope you smart enough to, even after you ask, to say, let me go get a hard drive, because that was an obvious one. But I'm glad you asked, so we can educate the people who didn't know that.